Well, howdy ho there, sugar. It looks like you're having some trouble with that fancy vehicle of yours. Can I ask you where you're going to? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off as too nosy. It's just, this is probably one of the most lone dirt roads you could get stuck down on. Not a lot of people come down here. So I definitely like helping people come down this road because it can lead to some very fun surprises. Oh, me, I was just passing by. I think I saw you up there at Whistler's, getting gas about 20 miles out. Well, darling, there's nothing between there and here except for some tumbleweeds. I don't even think there's anybody's homes in between here and just a bunch of prairies where there's some really good dandelions around this time of year in order to go get some victuals. And sorry, back to you. I heard your car sounding kind of strange back there. I didn't want to say nothing. It wasn't none of my business, but here you are. Poor. And it's hotter than all get out. And that sun's going to be yay high in a couple of hours. And you're just going to be sweating everything out. I wouldn't mind watching you sweat positively everything all over your car. You're going to end up needing your interior washed. Now, I do have some water in my vehicle and some crackers if you're hungry. And, well, I grew up on a farm with a single father. I know a thing or two about vehicles. But yeah, my dad was really big on making sure that if I ever got stuck in, I grew up out here. Ain't nobody coming to get me, and ain't cell service for another 10, 15 miles either direction. No one's gonna know that you're here. Unless someone alerts them, and there's not a lot of people around here to let anyone know what's going on. So you got to know how to service your car. I'm good with engines. I'm really good with any kind of air filters and change those lickety split. If you got any sort of a oil change that needs, and let me tell you, I definitely have some pipes that need cleaning. Anywho, I'm your girl. I can change a tire. I can even push a car very, very far. I've had to on occasions. My no, why would I need to push my car? My car's in peak of maintenance. I mean, other people's cars have gotten stuck out here. As a tremendous, I'm good with any machine, tractors, riding lawnmowers. I'm a cowgirl after all. I'm really good at riding on a lawnmower. Well, I usually do a lot of the lawn mowing myself manually. I really love the feel of those nice, delicious, thick pieces in my mouth of grass. The grass in my mouth, absolutely wonderful. So, as we're saying, take a look at that car out there. Hopefully, I can help you get on down the road. All right, here. Well, your oil is it's looking fine. Got good oil levels. It looks like changed it not too long ago, or someone did. And all your fluids look topped off. I wish someone would top me off on some fluids. And your spark plugs, they're looking mighty new and perfectly fine and good working order, might I say. Huh. It doesn't look like your air filter. That's definitely not the issue. And oh, those pistons, I bet they pump really well, especially when lubricated. Lord knows I like me some lubricated pistons in an engine. Mm-hmm. Well, well, that's a ding dang thing right there. Hmm. It looks like your radiator hose. Yeah, you got a real nasty tear in that. And it looks like it may have just happened not too long ago. It looks mighty fresh. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't have much fraying to it. I don't, well, going down these country roads, all kinds of like rocks and stuff can kick up into your undercarriage and bangle around until all kinds of things can happen. Um, oh, we're really far from town. This kind of fix is going to require something that's above my pay grade. 9 times out of 10, I could get you right on down the road, but the nearest mechanic is about 45 miles that away. Old Pete closes up shop around 5 o'clock, and he doesn't like to work on the Lord's Day, so it won't be till Monday that you'll be able to shove on out. But you didn't have any place too pressing to get to, did you? Oh, that's awful. Well, it's really dangerous to walk these parts. There's all kinds of cougars and cougar girls that are up in them hills. They definitely have some eyes. And there's all kinds of harpy eagles out here and harpies that might swoop down and get you. Why, just last month we had a city fella and he tried to walk to town. That poor thing ended up in heat stroke. It's not the monster girls that'll get you. It can be, well, the monster that we call the elements. There's all kinds of coyotes, and so many people end up getting lost out here. It's almost a straightaway, but it's not quite. I mean, I don't really live too far away, and I can definitely give you a lift, but there's not a lot of places to stay in town either. A lot of people done packed up shop and moved out of here because there's just no jobs out here. So I'm not quite sure where you'll end up. Well, no, I mean, I could take you back to your place, but then you're going to have to come all the way back out here to get your vehicle. And I don't know of a lot of Ubers or Lyfts or, you know, anything that's going to want to, anyone that's going to want to bring you out here, not for a decent rate. And some of them just simply won't. I don't, I don't know. Well, I'd personally let you come stay with me, but, well, Papa always said it wasn't proper to, have guys stay with you overnight. And you're awful cute. What would the neighbors say? But also, we're strangers. And, well, I mean, I do have that mother in law suite in the back. Then I would be safe in my house. You'd be safe over there. Let me tell you, I'm really good with a shotgun. So you better not come into my house unless I ask you to. And I would definitely ask you to come to my room. Oh, no, that wasn't a threat. That's just me establishing boundaries so that you know. And I've got plenty of dogs on the property that will protect me as well. They get mighty particular if I get upset. I, you know what? It's just the neighborly thing to do. I can't leave you out here by yourself, sugar. Something could happen to you. Why don't you come on into my vehicle? We can go to my place. I can make you some dinner and some breakfast and lunch, and we can get to know each other and hang out tomorrow. And then on Monday, I can take you over to the mechanics, and he'd be more than happy to come out here with his tow truck and give you a hitch on, bring you in. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, all right, let's get on to getting it. Huh? Well, we gotta go to my pickup truck. Oh, you didn't notice. Honey, I didn't have a vehicle. You didn't hear me clopping on up here? Hooves. I like to call it a batomobile, which is why I said I'm in the perfect peak of, yeah, mechanical excellence. There's no mechanical to me. Um, well, no, I do have a pickup truck. She's just down the road a stretch. I didn't see the point in throwing her in reverse in order to come all the way down here. I drove on past and I was like, well, I should probably do something to help that poor guy, but come on, I can tell you as we get there. Do you want to stand out here in the heat or do you want to get gone? Hop on up and give you a ride. After all, I'm a cowgirl. What we like to do. Okay, so, there we go. As I was saying, darling, I drove on down and kept telling myself I needed to go back and help you. And I kept saying, well, it's probably a simple issue, and you look like a plenty capable guy. You should be able to pull it off. You'll be fine, right? Right? Right. And then I was like, well, what if he doesn't? And my conscience laid into me, and oh, my daddy? Well, darling, My daddy unfortunately passed on quite a few years ago. It's just me at the ranch. So, anyways, pulled the car over and I headed on down. You had your nose stuck in, well, your engine and trying to get your phone going that I was able to chit chat with you. I thought you saw that my vehicle wasn't here. Oh, I'm going to tell you about my little spread. It isn't too far. What? My spread of land? Well, what did you think I meant by spread, darling? Well, let me tell you though, when it comes to a cutie like you, there's plenty that I could spread around. What? Well, listen here. I've got everything that you need there. A phone that'll work, some cold sweet tea. You can call my friend Billy to come tow your truck. Well, I mean, he could tow your truck tonight and have it at the mechanic so that then you don't have to come back and get it. Well, no, I meant what I said. He has a tow truck, but Billy owes me some favors, and Lord knows I don't have anything that he's going to be able to cash in on anytime soon. Billy, he's a goat. Hmm? Well, darling, I think that he'll be able to tow your truck tonight. Do you want it just waiting out here for potential thieves and stuff to get? Or, you got that GPS tracker on your vehicle. I'd hate for your girlfriend to, huh? Um, well, I didn't know whether or not she's your girlfriend. Remember, I told you, Whistlers? I heard you when we were at the gas station talking to someone. I assumed, oh, she's your sister. Well, as I said, I wasn't paying too closely attention. When someone so cute as you walks by, of course I can pay a little more attention than normal, no? No. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I know you're heading out to see your family, aren't you? It's awful sweet of you. Again, I heard it on the phone call. And again, no one really comes down here. It connects, the two major cities together. I'm sorry. All right, that's the truck right there. We should probably be heading inside. It's getting real hot out here, and I got some water in the car. Let's get that to you. Oh goodness. No, it seems my cell phone's down too. We're gonna have to use the landline once we get back to my place. What? Um, no, no, that box right there. What is a jammer? No idea what that is. Now that little black box right there, that's not any kind of amplifier. What do you mean? No, it's for Wi-Fi. So I can have mobile Wi-Fi when I'm in a place that has it, You never heard about them? I think they're called hotspots. But let me tell you, you can definitely get a girl with a hotspot. Nothing at all. Alrighty. So, got my car going. See what I mean? Excellent peak condition. I like to keep my cars working wonderfully. It is older, you're right. My dad told me keep your car in good maintenance and you'll never have to worry about it. I like those fancy vehicles with all their computer chips, and it makes it too easy if the government ever wants to find you or whatever. Oh, it's true. Like, they have built in everything into your car, even if you don't pay for the extra stuff. People think you don't want access, and yet can absolutely access stuff like that in your new car. But sorry. How about you, though? So you don't have a girlfriend. Yeah, that was your sister you're talking to. So then you're all alone then, aren't you? No special lady waiting home for you? That's hard to believe. You're such a sugar. You're so cute. You try hard not to smile. I can tell. Tell me if I'm right or wrong on this. You're the sort that doesn't want people to know that you have feelings. You try to hide that stuff. Oh, no. Everybody has feelings. Some have just learned how to mask them better so that it doesn't hurt perceivably when they don't get the things that they want out of life. You, though, I have a feeling you feel a ton, which is what makes you sweet. People who don't feel anything, they're psychopaths and they run around hurting people. But I can tell by the look in your eyes you're not like that. But it does make you feel lonely, though. Oh, no, I know a lot about that. I'm a lonely, lonely girl myself. You see, I was the child that mom didn't want growing up. It made me feel so lonely. And I was so awkward and strange at school. They said that I was high functioning or something. And I just no one really ever understood me. So just became me, alone, out here in the country hills, playing with sticks and rocks and pretending that I had friends when I didn't. Now it's just me and the cattle most of the days, out on the farm. Anyways, back to you. You know, that's city life. That ain't it. It doesn't really, it's not a long lasting way to live. Just constantly going around other people. It's nice living out by your own. You can grow everything that you need to eat, see people only because you want to. It's nice out here. The air's cleaner. You don't have to worry about putting on airs for fancy people. Just general manners. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Most people that come through here, though, well, they just don't appreciate the simple life. They think we're backward. You seem different, though, Sweet Pea. You seem to realize that it's people like us that truly appreciate things in life. Oh, you understand probably what it means to want to expand someone's herd and the people that they then get to be around. Hmm? Oh, sorry. Cowgirl thing, calling everything herds. You want a family, don't you? You know, I think everybody our age does. You want someone to settle down with and have something to call your own with people who actually understand you. Yeah, I'm like that too. I like to take care of what's mine. Everything that's mine, I take really good care of on a daily, minutely basis, honestly. The farm work also keeps a girl real strong, you know? All the lifting of hay bales and chasing down varmints and knowing how to build things and patch things up. You got to be real handy on the farm. You got to be able to handle anything that comes your way and be able to know when something's good and when something's bad and hold on to those things that are good. And, well, I do still like to hold on to things I think that are good. We're coming up on our place now. Interesting. Oh no, that's not to say I play video games all the time. I'm on the internet all the time. It's just that rough stretch of road right there. That's where things really are rough. Alrighty, see that right there? That's my farmhouse. There's no neighbors in sight. You could absolutely have the world's biggest party here. Not that I do that. No one would have any idea. Welcome to Paradise Ranch, honey. Isn't she a beauty? My father spent so much time. He built this from the ground up. My grandfather purchased the land. My grandfather lived in the city. And it was my dad that went and built it up. So proud of it. All right, well, let's go inside. You look like you are absolutely starving. And I have tons and tons of food in there. Nice cold drinks. And we can get you to that phone. Just step right on in there. And the phone should be to the side. And I'll just be in here. And I will, I'm just setting down my purse. And what? Oh, no, that's just the keys. You heard the keys. That was the keys. Oh, what's that? The phone's out of service. Damn that phone company. I'm sure they'll fix it tomorrow. I'm sure. It's okay. It's okay. Let me get you that Wi-Fi password that you can text someone, you know? You can go off of my Wi-Fi because you can't get data out here. All right, well, why don't you go sit down? I'm going to get you some dinner, honey. Oh, honey, you must have been out there for at least 10 to 15 minutes and driving for a couple hours before that, right? I bet you didn't even have breakfast. That doesn't count. That's a snack. Now sit down. I wouldn't be a good Southern woman if I wasn't hospitable and have you sit down. I may have been raised in a barn, but I don't act like it. All righty. Well, see, Daddy raised me right. Can't let a guest leave hungry. Now, Don't you worry about nothing, darling. Mom take real good care of you. You seem like such a good boy. Now, how perfect is it that we're here together and get to take in that smile? Because that's the drink that I'm going to have. And here you go. That nice cold tea that I promised you. Go ahead. Bottoms up. And cheers, even. Um, let me go get a glass. Though, let me tell you, if you ever want milk, I do offer it straight from the tap. I mean, from the the pitcher. Without what? I'm sorry. Wow, that came out. I just said what I was thinking there. Pardon my manners. The heat must have gotten to me. Alrighty, and I've got some biscuits. Oh, trust me, I'd love to butter your biscuits. Those right there. Yeah, have some apple butter. It's absolutely delicious, divine, really. Okay. All right. Well, oh, what? Oh, that's just my little safe thing. It makes it to where I can keep my keys locked up. It's just for safekeeping. What if someone were to break in here and they would try to take off? Like it slows them down so that I can potentially have a chance to, call the cops. It again, it's sorry, that's a force of habit. It'll unlock in about an hour. Well, you're gonna be eating anyways, and we're not going anywhere tonight, right? All right. Um, there. Now, go ahead. Why don't you drink a little bit more of that? You didn't drink a lot. Well, we need to keep you hydrated. Oh, honey, I'm plenty hydrated. Again, I live out here. I had some water earlier. Don't you worry. Look at you worry about me. That's awful cute. Oh, goodness gracious. So, I don't worry. You can call Miss Lily here in a minute. It's what? Your mama? Miss Lily? I heard you on that phone call. Well, you must have said her name. How else would I have known her name? Okay. And plus, she wouldn't be home. She's at work right now. And, perhaps you could call Clara. It's her neighbor. You must have said her name. And you must have said something about her work schedule. How would I know these details? Honey, I'm trying to help you come up with the plan of what you're going to do. You are an awful paranoid man. I think that is just a sign that you are definitely tired and that heat and worry must have gotten to you. You're in a perfectly safe place. And why would I have brought you here? You had those car troubles and, you know, you were meant to be where you get going. What? How would I know where you were gonna go? You said you were gonna go into town to your families. I heard that on the phone. Remember at Whistler's. I I have I have no idea what family member you were gonna go see, at all. Yeah, well, I mean, I knew Claire was the neighbor of the. Okay, all right. So yeah, Claire is not the neighbor of your mom's. Clara is. I don't know who is Claire. You're gonna tell me Claire is. All right, fine. Clara is very clearly someone who is related to you. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand why you're raising your voice like that. It's making me feel very uncomfortable in my own home and it's not very polite. Okay. All right. Yes. No, I get it. Clara is not your, I guess maybe she is technically. There is a Clara who's your neighbor's, your mother's neighbor. I don't, fine. I'll come clean. I'll come clean. I'll tell you exactly what you want to know. I know for a fact that you were on your way to your cousin's house, but it wasn't Clara. You were going over to Jim's house, who lives next door to Clara, who is your mother's neighbor. But that's not the Clara that you were talking about. You were talking about your brother's ex girlfriend, who is now looking at becoming an intern for your family's business. I've been listening to you for weeks. I tapped your phone when I went into the city a couple months back, and I have been listening and reading all your text messages and social media posts. And well, you did find that subreddit Monster Girl ASMR. While I'm not happy that you're looking at other girls, at least it made it feel like I had a chance because, cowgirl, yeehaw. I may have been driving this road every month and seen you, visiting your folks and followed you. And then I may have started showing up at your job and ensure that you didn't have anybody in your life who was significant and may have sent some questionable emails to those that I thought might have been significant, shown up at a couple of their houses. I had to make sure you'd stop. I had to make, you never seemed to notice me before, okay? There's a couple times I tried to introduce myself to you, but you always seemed too busy and always looked at your feet and didn't really talk to me. And I just, I wanted I wanted to get to know you, but you make it very difficult for people to be able to get in with you. You some people have the walls. You don't have walls. You have the freaking Tower of Babylon surrounding you. I just I wanted to I wanted to be in your life. And I may have sabotaged your car, okay? When you're at Whistler's, you went into use the restroom, I cut your radiator line. Absolutely. It wasn't going to hurt you. I followed very closely behind you. When it looked like your car was going to slow down, I drove past you, I walked forward, and here we are. I just, I don't want to be lonely anymore, but not specifically not be lonely anymore. I want to be with you. Now, but now you're here, right? You're here. And you're going to see how good I can treat you. No one in your life has treated you like this. And I've just been so lonely. And when I saw you, I just knew. You know, they say love at first sight, and I always thought it was crazy till I saw you. And doesn't it feel right here? Like you belong here, right? No? And I can protect you. I can make sure no one, and I know you too have always felt so alone and like no one understood you. And like all you want to do is have cuddles at night and have someone tell you how amazing you are and not feel. So I'm sorry. I just, I need you to stay here, okay? And all of the other previous visitors that I've had here, I never they never stayed. Everybody left. But you know what it's like to be left and you don't want to do that to someone else. And listen, the city life ain't good for nobody. It's tons of stress. It's tons of rush. It's tons of people that are always coming up with new expectations of who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to act. It's ever evolving. Everybody's trying to keep up with everybody. Everybody's trying to outdo everybody. It's always new. It's always this and it sucks. As I was mentioned, the air quality sucks. And it's just, you never have control over who your neighbors are going to be. You're always forced to be around people you don't want to be around. And out here, you'll never have to worry about any of that ever again. Nobody comes calling on you. You're too far away. If someone wants to come over, it's because it's actually important and they really want to see you. I'll milk the cows. I'll tend to the gardens. I'll take care. My very sweet boy. You can play games. You can work on the games that you've wanted to make. You can talk to your friends on Discord. You can watch live streamers who aren't girls. Maybe some girls with me. So long as I'm beside you. You can write novels. You can play D&D. You can go on long walks with me, you know? As the sun sets, we can snuggle and cuddle on hilltops and watch the sun go to bed right before we do. It could be a blissful life if you just are so inclined. It could be amazing. You could wake up to me every morning, you know, and Never have to worry about where I am because I never want to wake up not next to you. You won't have to clean. I know everyone and their dog picks on you about your room. I don't care. I don't care how disgusting you want to be. You want to live like Asmongold? Do it. I will absolutely clean up absolutely everything for you. Have I said the word absolutely enough? Absolutely not. I cook. I love making food from scratch. You've never had my apple pie before. I make the crust too. I make all my own seasonings and sauces. And more importantly, there would be someone who absolutely adores you and will go through no amount of, I won't cut any corners when it comes to taking care of you. You'll never have to worry about someone breaking your heart or worry about someone who's going to break your trust or someone who's going to give you a promise and never fulfill it. I might be a little late with them, but you can never say that I didn't try to fulfill my promises. Just someone you can completely trust in. Me and you against the world. I'll never force you to go to a family function you don't want to go to. I'll never force you to go on an outing you're not enthused about. We have so many similar interests that it'd be nice. Now, sugar, you got two choices here, really. You can either accept the situation as is, or, well, I'd rather not go into what happens. It used to be difficult. And it would be awful rude after all of this, right? Well, yeah, I mean, I set up a room for you. I went and got all your favorite stuff. I used my bugging devices to figure out what type of computer you have, and I got you an upgraded one. I friended you on Steam, or rather, I had a friend you. Found all the games that you have, and I purchased copies of them. Well, I guess you could log into your Steam, but I wanted to make sure, I had all the games ready and prepared and downloaded for you ahead of time. I also made sure that I had a bunch of clothes that would fit you. I bought all the ingredients, all of your favorite foods. I got duplicate pictures of all the stuff in your room and your house so that every possible convenience you could want is here. Someone who went through all of that trouble, it'd be awful rude for you to just not decide to stay. And I'd hate to have to help you learn what it's like to roots. And after all, this home, our home, this is your home now, darling. Together, we can have just the best laugh, and I promise you, ain't nobody gonna take you away from me. You're family. And welcome to my family, baby. I, oh, darling, what's that? Oh, it's just the door. I was just locking it. We wouldn't want someone to come inside, do anything to us. It'd be rare, but just making sure. Now then, let's get you settled in proper. We got all the time in the world to get acquainted. I mean, there's not much I need to learn about you, but there's a lot you need to learn about me. And well, I want to get to the good parts. What is that song? Let's skip to the good part. And I think that's exactly the part that I want to get to right about now. How about you, sugar? Hey guys, Zane Alexander here. Lord of mercy. I like to say all of my audios are based off of real life stuff, and it didn't quite get to this point, but I am very obsessive when I find someone that I'm into, and I try to learn absolutely everything about them. And I've used some interesting tactics, and I think we should leave it there for how I've gathered intel on them. I have not picked up someone and brought them and told them that they could not leave yet. But I have absolutely brought someone back and pretended to not know as much as I did about them. And set up a situation. I may have set up a situation where someone needed help, and I was conveniently there to help them. And I think that is all I can legally say at this point. But no, no harm has ever come to anybody. All willing people. We like willing listeners. Yeah, everything was willing and consensual. Um, I stopped doing my outros for a hot second just to test the YouTube algorithm. So this is me testing to see if you guys want them back. Make sure you put that in the comments below. It also tells me that you guys actually listen to the audios. I get so many people who, in the first 10 seconds of an audio being out, going, "This is so good." And I'm like, you didn't listen to it. So it's really nice when you guys like mention something that happened in the audio that I'm like, listen, makes my heart flutter. Anyways, I want to say thank you to you guys. I am so excited to be getting these games out on our live stream. The mini games, I've been testing them with you guys, as well as the movie. Ah! Anywho, I will see you guys on Discord, and I love you more than bacon bits and waffles and bacon on pizza. I love you guys so much.